All right, everybody. Welcome back for another crypto deep dive.
Yes, welcome back.
You guys sent in a ton of great sources for this month's deep dive into what happened in October in the world of crypto.
That's right, we're covering a lot.
And it is going to be...
A lot to unpack.
It is, yeah. Everything from the whole market to Bitcoin, Ethereum,
Yeah.
all the usual suspects, plus
Like all this other stuff too.
some really cool trends that I hadn't even heard of. So let's jump right in. Overall market first. It looks like things are looking up.
Yes.
5.7% increase for the month of October.
Yeah.
It's pretty good, right?
I mean, last month wasn't great.
Yeah.
But 5.7, that shows
Stability.
stability, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It seems like, those using interest rates in the U.S. are helping out.
Right.
And China's loosening some of their, crypto restrictions. So it seems like, these kinds of things, especially like the interest rates, are boosting stable coins.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Which, kind of like provide a good foundation
Yeah.
for the rest of the market.
Makes sense, yeah. Stable base helps everything else grow.
Yeah.
So speaking of things that could influence the market, the upcoming U.S. election.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah.
It's depending on...
It's a big deal, yeah.
Depending on who wins it could impact regulations.
Right.
Right. And potentially make it easier to do crypto stuff.
Yeah, I mean, some administrations are more friendly toward crypto, than others, and so a change in administration could, make it
For sure.
much easier.
A lot more friendly.
Yeah.
It's going to be very interesting to see how that all plays out.
For sure, yeah.
But, okay, moving on to Bitcoin.
Let's talk Bitcoin.
It nearly reached its March high.
I know.
This month. It surged almost 14%.
Yeah.
What's driven that?
That's well, I mean, there's a couple things. There's this positive sentiment, right? We're talking about potentially like new administration, possibly, favorable crypto regulations after the election. So that's one thing.
Right.
But also, you can't forget about the just like flood of investments into Bitcoin ETFs. Do you know how much money went into Bitcoin ETFs this month?
No. How much?
$901 million.
Wow. $901 million.
Oh, just this month.
That's amazing.
Okay.
Yeah, so it really seems like institutions are becoming more and more comfortable.
Yeah. I think it's a really good signal. For sure. When you see that kind of institutional money coming in, it suggests that, they're kind of like they're starting to believe in it.
Right? Yeah. For the long term. So fascinating stuff. But while Bitcoin is soaring, Ethereum seems to be
not doing as well.
It shrank by 8% this month.
Yikes.
Yeah. What?
They're going on there. They're facing some challenges. I mean, I think, we're seeing a decline in transaction volume. There have been some network issues, that have been affecting like performance.
Right.
And then the total amount of ETH, that's being staked has gone down. So it's still a developing technology and, it's going to have some growing pains.
Sure, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Just like any sort of system that's evolving.
Right.
But, that doesn't mean that like it's out,
Oh, absolutely not. No, Ethereum is still like super important to the crypto space.
Okay. Now, the sources you sent also mentioned this idea of whale watching.
Oh, yeah, whale watching.
Yeah. So,
that's always fun.
The number of these whales, and whales are the ones that hold...
Like big players.
Yeah.
The big fish.
Yeah, the big fish, who hold large amounts of Bitcoin, that's increased.
Yeah. Why is that?
Well, so, whales are often seen as these, like, trendsetters in the crypto market. And when they do things like buy and hold, it's called accumulating. Basically, it's kind of like a potentially bullish signal. Like they think it's going to go up.
Yeah. They're like, I'm going to buy this now and hold it for a long time because it's going to go up. Interesting. Okay, so we're seeing both, like the Bitcoin price surge and whales accumulating. Okay, so that paints like a very interesting picture.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's shift gears a little bit and talk about some of these like broader...
Big trends.
Yeah, some of the trends. I was really fascinated by this.
Yeah.
This thing in the sources that was talking about AI.
Oh, yeah.
And how there's this craze about AI. But at the same time, AI tokens are actually...
It's kind of weird, yeah.
They dropped in value?
Yeah.
Like, what's going on there? It's really interesting because, on the one hand, yeah, everyone's excited about AI.
Yeah.
But I think, investors might be being, like, a little bit cautious with, specific tokens that are AI-related.
Yeah.
Because they're kind of waiting to see, like, which of these projects are actually going to, like, do what they're saying they're going to do before they put a bunch of money in.
So it's not just, like, the hype. It's the actual real-world application of it. Yeah. That's really fascinating. Speaking of, like, trends, these layer 2 solutions that are popping up.
It's a hot space, to
help make blockchains faster and cheaper to use. So I know some people are probably not familiar with what that is. Can you just give like a quick overview of what those are?
Yeah, so basically, as blockchains get, like, more popular, they can get, like, congested, right?
Okay.
So things slow down and it gets more expensive to do transactions. And so these layer 2 solutions are essentially like separate networks that are like built on top of existing blockchains, like Ethereum, and they handle, a big amount of the transactions like off-chain, right?
Okay.
And then they like bundle them all up together and submit them back to like the main chain.
Interesting.
Which helps with like, scalability and making things cheaper.
So it's like creating an express lane on a busy highway.
Yes.
And so in this race for, best layer 2 solution, it seems like Arbitrum is in the lead right now.
They are the dominant player right now.
Okay.
They've got like $13 billion of total value locked, I think.
Wow.
But Coinbase just recently entered the race with their new base platform.
Okay.
So that's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
See what happens there.
That's cool. Yeah, competition is good. Always good for innovation.
Yeah, keeps everybody on their toes.
Okay. Last trend. I was super interested in this. The decentralized prediction markets.
Oh, yeah.
Where you can...
It's an interesting concept.
Yeah, where you can bet on the outcome of future events using crypto.
Right.
So this one platform, Polymarket, hit $1.3 billion in monthly volume.
Crazy.
What do you make of that?
I think it shows that, people are kind of becoming more and more interested in using crypto for, like, more than just, like, investment.
Right.
Right? So it's like it's a really unique way to use, like, blockchain to do things like this.
Yeah.
And Polymarket's success kind of suggests that people are really into it.
Absolutely. So it's a testament to, I think, like the versatility of blockchain.
Yeah.
Really. Okay.
Yeah.
So we covered a lot of ground.
We did. We did a lot.
Yeah. From like the overall market stability to Bitcoin surging Ethereum's challenges, what the whales are doing, and all these crazy trends.
Yes.
What are your main takeaways from all this?
I mean, I think the big thing is that, crypto is just constantly evolving.
Right.
Like, it's amazing to watch.
For sure.
And, we're seeing, like, signs that it's becoming more mature, more mainstream. Right. But then also, like, these new innovations are popping up all the time. So it's really fascinating to watch.
Absolutely. It's a dynamic and fascinating space. As we wrap this up, I'm left wondering, with all this activity, all this innovation, are we like on the verge of crypto really becoming mainstream?
No, it's a great question. I mean, I think, you see like the institutional investment, these like easy to use platforms, all these new use cases.
For sure.
It kind of feels like it's headed that way.
Right.
But at the end of the day, like, I think it really depends on, if it can solve real problems for people.
And provide value.
And provide real value to people,
That's it. I think that's a great point to end on.
Yeah.
So we'll leave all of you to ponder that and continue your exploration of the crypto world. We'll see you next time.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.